what I'll do is I'll put my hat on and that'll stop some of the glare. Eesh. Hey up, Retro Prime here, how's it going? Yeah, gonna do a review on Power of the Prime's Hot Rod, because why not? I've had the figure a while and I really enjoy it, and you know, it's one of those figures that some people like, some people don't like. I personally really like it, so I thought I'd talk about it. It's the only RODIMUS Prime figure I own. I've got is it MP29 that they called Hot RODIMUS or whatever, but that doesn't really count. It's still just Hot Rod. So I thought I'd get this guy because do you know what? I didn't look at any sort of preview videos or reviews. Seen a few photos and they did look tasty. I wanted him just for this mode. It looks absolutely lovely, very reminiscent of the G1 toy, from the wee extra spoiler bit there to the colour scheme. Alright, it's a bit different here, and the wheels, that's one of the things I don't like. The wheels aren't picked out in any sort of silver or anything. It's just these crappy little plastic wheels. Gonna have to do something about that, I think, because it really detracts from the look. But it's got the stickers and it's very, like, wonky sticker, very, very G1-esque. Yeah, it's just a very awesome looking figure. I love this mode. It does look very much like Hot or Rodimus. Hot Rodimus? Rodimus Prime even. Hey. Again, underneath is very much like the G1 figure. You can just see Hot Rod splayed out there. Other than that, it's you know, it's very sleek. It does everything it has to do. I think it's not really a lot of wasted. I mean, you can see the fists for Rodimus Prime there. That's my only gripe really on this mode, I think. The rest of it is absolutely fine and dandy. You know, it does the job. Looks like a wee sort of backdoor-esque thing there, which is the feet for Rodimus Prime. But, you know, everything kind of has function and form, and it looks rather nice. To get Hot Rod out, basically, you untab these sort of like the chrome piping. Chrome piping! And, and then detach these two side panels. 1 and 2. And they attach there, and then all you do is Hot Rod is attached by a little peg there. See it? Can you see it just in there? That goes into this roof panel there. But more importantly, because when I was first transforming this guy, like I said, didn't read reviews, didn't look at the instructions really, because it's kind of simple to be honest. On these hinges here, which are the knees, let's see if we can get some light in there. There's these little gaps. Can you see them? Just next to my poorly chewed nail. And these pegs here fit into those things. If you don't do that, if you don't secure those into those knee sort of joints, he won't go in properly and nothing will connect, and it feels like you've got to force him. So remember, these two little tabs in the back of the legs, get them in these wee holes or else you're going to have problems. And then this last thing, just fold out his like exhaust pipes, whatever you call them, and voila, you've got Hot Rod. And I really, really dig this design. It's fantastic. Alright, it's a bit squarer than the original G1 Rodimus Prime, but it's very much more G1 Hot Rod, I think. The spoiler is awesome and big and looks cool. Underneath is just what you expect for a car former, nothing special. You've got the flames and the Autobot symbol. No engine block or whatever you want to call it, like on the front, which is a bit weird and very noticeably missing. It doesn't really, it's not a deal breaker by any means. On the side here as well, the pipes don't go all the way to where you'd expect them to. They could have painted these bits like a chrome or silver. That would have just added a bit more to the sort of the aesthetics. Other than that, it just looks lovely. The colours are lovely. The reds and the orange and the yellows really go together. There's windshield, or whatever you want to call it, the mirror, not mirror, what the fuck do you call it? The glass thing on a car. A window. The window is in this lovely deep blue sort of transparent plastic. So yeah, I love the aesthetics of this, and it rolls. That's about all it does. You know, it just looks like Hot Rod. It goes very, very well with Power of the Primes and Titans Returns figures, because I have this, which is Titans Return Hot Rod. An okay figure, but just didn't. I do like it, but it just doesn't really feel like Hot Rod to me in any way, shape, or form. I don't know. The alt mode's alright. You can see a wee size comparison there. Hello. Yeah, car mode was alright, alt mode was alright, but the robot mode kind of really suffered from poor proportioning and weird aesthetics. So I never really classed this as Hot Rod, and he now fits the bill in my 86 sort of full cast or full shelf when I'm doing a sort of like movie night and stuff. But yeah, just in for comparison size while I'm doing it as well. Here he is with MP Hot Rod. So you can see they're pretty much the same size. You know, bit squarer around the front, this one. This has got this sort of sleeker design. Obviously it's got a lot more, it's an MP, so it's a lot more detail and stuff. It's got the engine block and it's got the sort of transparent yellow lights and stuff, and the chrome that doesn't stay on. Look at that. Look at the fucking clip of that. But it's there, it goes right the way to the end. It's unlike this figure, which doesn't. So, yeah, I mean, you can see the differences and stuff, obviously. I mean, this is a party, a cheap 40 quid figure, and this is a 40 quid figure on its own. Just, Wino, a couple of sort of car formers underneath shots there. Just, you get what you expect with these guys. I'm going to say something quite controversial now. I like this figure better than I like this figure. I don't know why. I mean, I love this figure. It's very much my hot rod, but this one, it's because it invokes the toy, the G1 toy, as much as it does the animated character. It just has something that this one lacks, and I can't tell what it is. Obviously, this is a better design, and you know, it's more sleek, and engineering is much better, and like the sort of you know, it's got chrome and lovely joints and all this kind of stuff. But this one just, I don't know. I like this one better. Maybe it's because it's newer. I think, I'm not sure, but I do like this one better. Now, transformation is a piece of piss when it comes to Hot Rod into sort of his robot mode. It's a lovely looking figure. Very much reminiscent of the G1 toy, I think. I mean, you can see by the stickers and the proportions and the colours, it very much is an homage to the G1 toy rather than Hot Rod the animated character per se. People have complained about the proportions. I don't see the complaints really. I don't see what they're complaining about. He does look fairly decently proportioned. He's not got like tiny legs or huge arms. His hands are covered by these panels, but it's not a big deal, really, in the scheme of things. He's a lovely spoiler, giving him the silhouette that Hot Rod deserves, unlike, which is my biggest gripe about, what are these guys called? Titan's Return. Biggest gripe about these guys was that Hot Rod's shoulders covered his spoiler and very much ruined his look. This guy doesn't do the same thing. I mean, you can see they've got different design choices. This just doesn't feel like Hot Rod to me at all. Still a lovely figure in a lot of ways, but it's not my Hot Rod. Hashtag not my Hot Rod. And this very much is. I love the sort of angled chest. I'll just put him down. I love the angled chest. I love the sort of the arm pieces there. I love the stickers. Stickers just add to a toy's sort of official, authentic Transformer feel sometimes. They can be a pain in the arse and peel off, obviously, but they're nice. Lovely wee stickers there. That's the wife's phone going off if you can hear it. At the back, he's got the sort of window kind of covers his arse like a flap, like he's wearing a tux. But it doesn't really spoil, because it's the darker colour, it doesn't really spoil his aesthetics. I mean, his head does swivel, and it does move slightly up and down, but not very much. Ball joint at the arm. All this, like, elbow turns and bends, like, fairly decently. Hands are hindered by the sort of the paneling, but it's not a big deal. Legs can go back and forward. He's got knees, he's got ball joints at the knees, and his feet do tilt. So you can get a good range of poses and sort of movement out of him. He comes with the very sort of, again, G1-esque looking weapons. I'll just stick him in his arms. And there you go. I love this toy so much. So there you go, that's Hot Rod. The one thing I will complain about this mode is this doesn't do anything. It combines up to be RODIMUS Prime, but when you're not using it and you're using Hot Rod, this does fuck all, just sits like that. All you can really do is fold these bits back out and sit it. And that feels like such a wasted opportunity. It just feels like they should have either made it something, or they should have made Hot Rod, RODIMUS Prime and Alt Mode be a one full thing rather than this. And it is a parts former as well, you've got to understand. But I'll just show you Hot Rod compared to MP Hot Rod. And you can see this is very much more sort of screen accurate version in a lot of respects, whereas this one is, like I've said numerous times, an homage to the G1 toy. Yeah, I don't know why I just like this toy more. I don't know why. This one, I mean, this is obviously awesome. I broke the visor off years ago with my fat hands, and like I said, the chrome's coming off, which is an absolute bitch. I mean, I'm not so much careful with it now, but when I first got it and I seen the chrome's coming off, he was in a case and I never touched him for ages, and it just seemed to just fade away anyway, so that was a bit of a disappointment. No harm with this guy, because it's just plastic. Then he got a chrome fancy paint. Paid a lot of money for this cunt, and this shit was dead cheap, and that'll no fucking peel off. Eish. Now, let's get to RODIMUS Prime, the sort of main event, I suppose. Hot Rod turns into this. These are sort of shoulder parts being his legs and his hands folded behind here. The RODIMUS Prime head was concealed in his crotch, I suppose, in his crotch piece. So he was smelling his own farts. Yeah, now I'll show you what I mean about parts forming, because with this trail that is the sort of main bulk of them, you have to remove. Now, let's see if I can remember how to do this. I can't, so I'm just going to pull. There we go. The arms come off. So here's Rodimus Prime's arms. There we are. Now, the first time I tried to transform him, I had to check the instructions for this bit because I didn't know what to do. He comes boxed in Rodimus Prime form, and when it said to remove the arms, basically they clip on. I'm trying to get this right. They clip on like that, so you can see where the join is. But fucking hell, it was so tight to begin with. I was 99% sure I was breaking the figure trying to transform it, and I had to double check, and the instructions did say just, you know, pull away. So I did, and that first time, I mean, I was so sure I was breaking those off that I had to double check. But yeah, that's what you do. And then the bottom half just folds it into his arms and legs and that. I don't normally transform on screen because I always mess something up. So his feet are there, separate his legs. But, oh, he does come with a matrix of leadership. Sorry, that comes out. Well, get it. Can I get it out with my fat fingers? Oh Christ. There you are. And this is obviously the Titan Master, or Prime Master, what you call it. It's the shield for it, that's one of those, the Matrix one. A very pointless gimmick in this, even for kids, I imagine. These gimmicks are stupid. But yeah, I mean, he doesn't hold it because he can't open his hands. But this guy kind of holds it quite well. So, wee bonus. Yeah, so we'll put that back in. Just slips in there. Again. Now let's see if I'm doing this right. I think that folds under. I think. And as far as I'm aware, he just plonks on top. Watch me royally fuck this up. So that goes in there. And so in between Hot Rod's legs, there's that wee sort of port. Can you see it? On this connection there. And it just, as my daughter says, oh god, so you can see where he's kind of just sat on himself. It looks quite painful actually. And you use Hot Rod's arms to sort of secure his body piece at the side. And as far as I'm aware, that is it. Now, a lot of people have complained about this sort of mode, saying that it's too beefy, too chunky, there's a lot of cable. That's the case with most Transformers these days. So I think to complain about things like that still is just pointless. I think it looks awesome. He is very bulky, he is very big, but that goes along with sort of the range of the past sort of trilogy of figures that we've had, Primes, Titans, and Combiner Wars. Had to think there, and I think it looks awesome. The colours go well. This is really weird. I'm sitting right under a light, and it's kind of making things way too bright, but also really dark. So I'm sorry if it's a bit dull. So I'll see what it's like on the edit. Yes, you can see the robot hands there. It is a pain in the arse, but get over it. It's a toy. Articulation. His shoulders are a bit weird because they are essentially his legs for Hot Rods, and they kind of tend to move really weirdly when you're trying to pose them and stuff. But again, just get over it. And the colours go really well. He's got flaps on his feet that I forgot to fold out to give him a bit more stability. And he does have all the usual sort of posability. The legs have got ball joints at the elbows. You've got at the shoulder, sorry, you've got elbows. His head swivels and seems to always be slightly too far tilted back. That might be just me transforming him wrong. And his legs have got full range of motion as well, and ankle tilts and stuff. At the back is all cable, but it looks like a kind of pseudo backpack, so it's fine. Yeah, so there you go. Just sort of size comparison. I'll put you next to. In fact, I'll do it with Titans, Power of the Primes. So you can see there's a massive difference. I like this figure, despite its and including its flaws. It's just fun, and it's something we've not had before, or certainly no mainline for a long time. And I think he does a job very well, to be honest. So pick him up if you can. I think he is worth it, and he definitely goes well in the collection. So yeah, buy it. It's in shops now. You just have to look for it. Nah.